How's it going, people? This is a video about a knife that I did pretty much in a bit of spare time just before I started getting ill. I had one lying around. I did one already, and Tom Svord took it from me. I sent it along with the trade knife, and he was really happy with it. So I keep saying and it's really bugging me. It probably isn't bugging you, but it probably will now. So we'll see. I'll try not to Alright, it's one of these. It's a Svord Peasant knife mini. They're the original scales, and I did a custom for just the sake of doing one. I did it, and it was fairly easy to do, fairly quick, and I really enjoyed it. So I decided to take the one that I was going to keep and do it again, and I'm going to put this one up for sale. I did it again. It's really difficult not to I've got to be conscious of it. So anyway, I'll get onto the knife. Maybe that'll stop me doing it. This is it. I decided to use, let's get some light over here, use chocolate ripple kyanite, which is a lovely material, one of my favourite of the kyanites. As you can see there, it's just got so much depth to it. Polished up the screws and flatten them off, because they come and there's just, you know, all machining marks in them. So I sanded them flat and polished them up, and then I took all the heat treat scale off of the blade, because I don't know if you know these, you probably do, but they come just with the bevel ground to the grind lines. It's not even polished, and then the rest of the tang is just black from the heat treat, and it came so dull that it wouldn't even bite into a piece of cardboard, let alone paper. It was just ridiculously dull. But the thing about these knives, I don't know what steel it is, but the steel was incredibly easy to sharpen. So I put my convex edge on it and gave it a strop. But it's got white liners, white fibre liners, and as it comes, the scales are just pinched together at this end. So I put in a clear acrylic back spacer. You can see the pin going through it there, and it comes all the way around and up to about here. So when it's closed, the blade actually just sits onto the back spacer there. Much more comfortable handle shape. Let me just get one of the old ones out. So you can see the old handle shape is like that. It's not great, to be honest. There's just too much of a contour in here, and it tends to make your fingers bunch up a little bit. If you slide back a bit, then you tend to get this point into this part of your hand. So what I've done is I've given you a choil and this full section with a less of a contour, and rounded the tail, so it just tends to sit a lot better. You've got a lot more security in it, and it just feels a lot better. And because the way that they design the tang, it's got this raised section here, and I've kept that the same as it is with the other scales. It just pokes out very slightly here. It doesn't impede the grip whatsoever, but it just lets you know when the blade's dipping slightly, if you're putting the wrong pressure on it, that it's moving, and the swell of your hand just holds the blade straight. So that's the Svord logo engraved into one side, and I electro etched the KDK. Let's see if we can get it. KDK into it on the other side. I haven't sanded it flat, so on the flats they are slightly pitted and dinked here and there, and on this side you'll probably be make it out here. There's a bit of an imperfection in the steel, but I've left all that in. To take all that out, I'd have to re-grind the blade and surface grind it, and it's already very thin stock as it is, so I think it looks cool like that anyway. The fibre washers, not the fibre washers, the fibre liners don't stop it from opening and closing easy enough. It is a one-handed opener, as you can see, and a one-handed closer. Opens and closes really nice. All in all, I'm really happy with it. I was going to keep it, but I can always do more. So I thought I would put this one up for sale. If anyone's interested, shoot me a PM, and I'll let you know what it is. But I'm in the throes of getting a Gear Bastion account. I've spoken to Kylie Harris, top bloke. Really is. I had a few issues with getting my images on there because I run a Mac and there was a bit of confusion about it, but he took care of it and looked after me, and it's just a case of getting it confirmed, filling out a few more details, and then I'll be running from there. So once I get a few orders out of the way, which I think I've got 6 orders to get through. Once I get through them, then I'm going to stop taking orders for a little while, and I'm going to put a few knives up and, you know, let them sit there. If they don't sell, then they don't sell, and I'll go back to just making knives to order. But if they do, hopefully they do, then we'll go from there. But with my edge, this thing is really sharp. See, so I've reprofiled it. Don't know if I've got any hair left on my arm. Don't know if you're going to be able to see that. Yeah, you are. There you are. So it is shaving sharp. Lovely little knife. UK legal, as in it's non-locking and under 3 inches. So anyone in the UK fancies it, let me know. I really like it. Great little blade. So you will get this knife, the original scales, and the case that it came in. So what it says on the back, let's just get this out. I mean, there's a load of information, not just only knife, but the BW Baker Peasant knife, such an old concept. On the back it says only available to first class peasants. So I've pimped this up to probably middle class, so not such a working class knife anymore. It looks a bit nicer, it's pretty smart, and I love this chocolate ripple knife. Focus, there we go. And before I started getting ill, I really worked this, so it is up to I started using, what is it, micro mesh. I got it up to 1000 grit with the wet and dry, just doing it dry, and then I micro meshed the hell out of it all the way up to 12,000 grit. I just went a bit mental with it because I was starting to feel a bit rank and a bit rough, so I was just doing little simple tasks like that when I had a few minutes here and there, and then got it on the buffer, and this thing is like glass. Like, there is not a scratch in it. So yeah, let me know if you want it, and I'll catch you all soon. Take care.